So last night we rushed Max into the emergency department. He'd only been home for 2 days, but we started to notice that he had large chest compressions at a resting heart rate. His extremities, so his hands and his feet, were cold. He was dozing and wasn't rousing for a feed. They were some of the things that we were told to look out for by the cardiology department, so we brought him straight in. There was a massive lineup at the emergency department. Obviously, because of his age and his heart condition, he was rushed straight through. He was in there for about 3 hours. They'd done a number of tests on him. They took stool and urine samples. They did a bunch of blood tests, and at that stage they thought that he had a virus. That's the only reason why, and his and his temperature was down, and so they were under the impression that he had a virus. From there he got moved to Rose Ward. Ellen and Leo are boarders at the moment, and they're just staying with him so she can do breastfeeds and stuff like that. So I've just rocked up here at the hospital, and now I'm going to go in. So guys, not a lot's happened today. We've just been sitting by Max's bed. Ellen ducked home for a few hours because it's looking like that Max is going to be in here for a few more days. So is Ellen and Leo. So she was just grabbing some stuff to make herself more comfortable. They've put another gastric nasal feed tube in. Because he's just not feeding as much as he should. So they're just using that as top-ups at the moment. And yeah, today's just been a bit of a tough day because they still don't know what's wrong with him. They think there's a bit of an infection, but they don't know what or what kind or where. And we're just waiting now. So time now is about 6 o'clock, and I think Ellen's gonna ask me to go home around 8 so she can get some rest, or try and get some rest before she needs to feed everyone. We'll just have to wait and see. So guys, we've just had the cardiologist come through, and she's gone over some of the test results. Now, out of all the tests and scans that they've done, the only thing that they can see is the rhinovirus in his nasal swab test. That is the most common cause for the common cold. In infants, it can hospitalise them, and especially in his conditions. He's just had a heart procedure, and his heart condition and his immune system's not 100%.
With his underlying medical issues, it has affected him a lot more than it might another baby. That's why the rapid breathing. And
they're also going to take out his high flow tubes. So they're the tubes that are on his nose, and that seems to be irritating him quite a bit. So I think he'll be much happier and be able to feed a lot better with them gone.
Feeding because of them, because every time I try, it's like he wants to attach, but he's getting this air shoved up his face, and he doesn't like it.
It's disturbing him, and it's preventing him from feeding.
Yeah, like if you're going to latch on to something with your air coming up your nose, like, I can't imagine it'd be comfortable. But I think once they're out, he'll feed again without issue.
Yeah. So I'm just about to go home and look after Emily, and Ellen's settling in for another night here. Both the babies seem fairly settled at the moment. Hopefully we'll have some more answers tomorrow. It has been quite a difficult day because ever since we've been in hospital before, we could see that both the babies were recovering and getting better and better and better. It was such good news. Now that we're back in hospital, it's kind of like there's no news, so you don't know what's really going on. And when they don't know what's going on, they don't know how to treat it. So we're kind of in limbo at the moment, and that's not really a good feeling because there's no recovery plan.
Yeah, like we don't know when we're going home or when he's getting better. They have said that he's been on high flow machine since like 6 o'clock this morning, and pretty much the cardiologists have all said, and the nurses have said it's not making a difference. Like, so it's been on him, bothering him all day unnecessarily. But at this point, they don't know why he's breathing so rapidly, so they're just trying to see what they can do.
Well, they're ruling things out, so they don't know what it is. So they're like, it's not this, it's not that, it's not this, it's not that. So they're just ruling stuff out at this point.
So tomorrow, cardiology will come back in and I guess reassess and see how it's going.
Yeah.
I think Charles spoke to the nutritionist while I was out, and
Yeah, the dietitian.
And at this point, the nasogastric tube stay until Monday, so
Yeah.
that's our minimum, I guess, going home. It's a bit hard because Mum and Dad are due to fly back to Singapore on Sunday, and they've had Emmy for us pretty much this whole time.
They've been fantastic. We didn't realise how much we'd have to rely on Ellen's parents. I mean, like with us being here so often and able to be together here, like it's kind of been like our rock, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. Mum has said that she'll delay her flight if she needs to, but it's like I don't want her to delay it and then they're out Monday or something.
Yeah, it's definitely putting them out if they have to change their flight plans. That's the end of the vlog today. So if you're pregnant twins, if you have twins, if you're a parent of a heart kid, or you're just interested to see what we have going on, look out for the upcoming vlog. Better yet, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you want to donate to Heart Kids, we'll have the link in the description below. And thanks for watching. In infants, it can hospitalise them. I didn't say that right. Hospital.
Yeah, I think you did say it right.
Especially in his condition, so he's just had like a minor they're also going to take out his, so what was it, high flow?
It's a high flow, yeah.